Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us for the Great Vegas Recipe live virtual cooking demonstration with celebrity chef Martin Yan. I'm Amber Renee Dixon, host of Nevada Week on Vegas PBS and also your host for this evening. This process started several months ago, first with a competition and then the selection of 4 local high school students who brought with them their family's most celebrated recipes. They then got to prepare those recipes in a one-on-one setting with Chef Martin Yan as part of our new digital series, The Great Vegas Recipe. Well, tonight, Chef Martin Yan is going to be putting his own twist on 2 of those recipes, and one of those recipes will be featured at his brand new Las Vegas Strip restaurant, MY Asia, set to open this fall. Before we get this program started, though, I want to bring in one of our community partners, Jason Gasworth. Come on in. He is president of entertainment at Caesars Entertainment. And Jason, without Caesars, we would not have this beautiful kitchen here at the Rio Hotel and Casino to work out of.
Thank you. Well, I really appreciate this. And good evening, everyone. I'm Jason Gasworth, president of entertainment at Caesars Entertainment, and additionally proud to serve as a board member for Southern Nevada Public Television. Caesars Entertainment is fortunate to partner with exceptional culinary talent to create unique dining experiences across our resorts. And one of our newest partners is the James Beard Award winner and public television star, Chef Martin Yan. We are thrilled to welcome his first Las Vegas restaurant, MY Asia, to Horseshoe Las Vegas in the coming months. We're currently transforming Bally's Las Vegas into the legendary Horseshoe brand, and MY Asia is one of several new restaurants guests can look forward to enjoying at our Center Strip resort. Through our partnership, we are excited to offer Chef Yan's take on authentic Asian cuisine at MY Asia, and we are proud to be a supporter of this Vegas PBS program for local culinary students to learn and collaborate with master chefs like Chef Yan. So thank you and enjoy this remarkable opportunity with Chef Martin Yan.
Thank you so much, Jason, and thank you to Caesars. And we also want to thank some of our other community sponsors. First off, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which through a grant helped make this show possible. Also, thank you to Flavors for Life and the Clark County School District. It is time now to introduce the man of the hour, the reason we are here. For more than 40 years, Chef Martin Yan has educated and entertained millions of people around the globe through his television series, Yan Can Cook. It is one of the longest running cooking programs with more than 3,500 episodes. He has also written more than 30 cookbooks. Chef Martin Yan, come on up here. Please join me in welcoming him.
This is familiar territory.
Yes.
Kitchen, this is my second home. I literally work and sleep in this kitchen. This is a beautiful kitchen.
We are so happy to have you here. We are accustomed to seeing you teaching us how to cook, but in this situation, you had students showing you what they know how to do. What was that experience like?
Never stop learning.
Why?
You travel all over the world, you see things that you never taste, you never smell, you never touched before. And you never stop learning. I travel about 250 days a year in the last 20 years to film, to bring wonderful Yan Can Cook show to all the audience on public television. And today, I have the great pleasure of working and learning from some young chefs. They show me some of their family favorite ingredient I have never used before.
And imagine how much that has helped you to expand your mind and expand your palate. And it's an exciting time for us here and for these students who we are going to bring on now. There are 4 students that were selected. They are from the Clark County School District's Career and Technical Education Culinary Arts Program. They join us today, one of which is the Shauna. She is joining us virtually. She's from Silverado High School. Yeah. And then Manny, your turn to come on up here. I met you earlier, but please introduce yourself to the viewers.
Hi, thanks for having me. My name is Manny, and I'm part of Mojave High School's Culinary Arts Program.
And Manny, what was it like for you to not just cook in front of a camera, but also in front of celebrity Chef Martin Yan?
It was the biggest of honors for me to work alongside Chef Martin Yan. He's taught me a lot, and I feel like I taught him something at least.
Oh.
And I really do
Definitely
appreciate being here.
Right, you're right.
What did he teach you?
You know what? I have never, throughout my whole life, I never really see how they handle this, how to use this, and by learning from many, I actually learned how to use it, and it is so refreshing. Particularly nowadays, there's a lot of vegan, a lot of vegetarian, plant-based product. We eat, we protect our environment, so we eat more fresh produce, farm to table.
And it's part of how you've stayed in such svelte shape.
Like you. You know, diet and exercise, never gain 1 pound in 35 years. You eat right and always be happy. And also we share your good fortune with people. That's how you keep your mental, your physical well-being, because you enjoy every moment, every day of your life.
Well, the recipe you are about to both prepare, you're going to put your own twist on. For Manny's recipe is a cactus salad. Before I let you two get to that, here is a clip from the Great Vegas Recipe.
And there's no way you cut yourself unless you make a mistake.
Very good. First lesson in culinary school, technical school, is knife skill. You don't want to cut short of your career, so that's why knife skill is very important.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cut it up.
I'd hate to try a salad and it tastes like blood.
Yeah, no. Emmanuel, I should call you Manny because this is what you like me to call you. Last time when you get together, you show me your family favorite, and I taste it. It's amazing. It is refreshing. It's something, the texture contrast, the color contrast, and the flavor contrast amazes me. And today, I brought in from my own kitchen. I brought in some sesame seed, some pickled ginger, and this is also cactus. Have you ever used this before?
Actually, I have. We eat that in fruit salads.
Oh.
We like having it. It's delicious. My mom makes it every time we eat, like a nice, healthy, hearty meal.
Well, I'm so glad, because last time when you showed me how to do this recipe, you didn't have this. So I actually went to the store and bought this, one of these and one of these. The color is different. This is red, but they also have white, but this inside is yellow. So it's very nice. Look at how beautiful. When you cut it up, it looks like this. Look at that. Wow. Amazing, okay?
Yeah.
And then this is also very, very sweet.
Actually, this is one of my favorite fruits in the world.
Okay, now, first of all, let's get ready, okay? The first thing we're gonna do is we cut up everything, because this salad, look at all these produce. This is all in season. You always eat with the season. You always eat with the freshest, okay? Let us cut up a tiny bit of cauliflower, and then also some wonderful cactus, and then I'm gonna cut this up. Now, when you cut, since it's television, sometimes you can make a lot of noise. Sometimes you don't have to make any noise. You can cut it like this, like this, like this, like this, and then you go cut an angle. I cut an angle. Ladies, look at that. Instead of cutting it like this,
In a square.
and square, I cut an angle. This way, I have diamond cut. I have diamond. Look at that. Every single cut is diamond.
That looks nice.
That looks different. It doesn't necessarily be nice, but different, okay? So when it's done, I'll put it right over here in this big bowl down here. In the meantime, you cut this up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to show you too. When you cut this, you can also cut it like this. This is how I would do it. Because sometimes you break it up. So what I'm going to do is, I actually cut it this angle. I cut it this angle. See this? This way. This way. You cut it. So they all nice and beautiful flower like this, okay? So we cut it at this angle, and then we put it. The great thing about this is, now last time we was talking about knife skill is very important, okay? And I use this knife to transfer food. If you hold onto this, normally you would go like this, or you go like this. But look at this. I use this wide blade and I put transfer right here.
That is a nice blade.
Very, very good. It's double, we just put it right here. So the next thing I want to show you is, let's, I cut up some onion, you cut up some onion, and I cut up some bell pepper with julienne and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then we also cut up some
carrot,
okay?
We do diagonal cut.
Yeah, with diagonal, okay? Okay. We will put this over here. And then I will show you. Hey, Manny, take a look at this.
Let's see.
This is how I remove the seed from the bell pepper, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You seesaw your knife. Look at that.
Okay.
And then you rotate this. You seesaw. You seesaw.
Whoa.
Done.
Nice.
Now, and then if you want to make it nice and clean like this is right, nice and clean. I butterfly this.
Okay.
Right? So nice and clean. Look at that.
That is smooth.
And then nice and smooth. And you butterfly this. Okay, that means you have two pieces, right? And then, in the meantime, you can slice it up, and I'll show you. You can really, really do it fast. Normally, when you do it, do one or two.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it like this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That you can also do it shorter, and then when it's done, you put it over here. Let's put it over here, and you can actually stack them all up. Look at that. You can stack them all up. Look at that. Set aside, and you're like that. And then this is all we have to do. Besides, you're going to have to cut up some, actually, another extra piece, because we have a lot of people.
Yeah.
We have a lot of audience watching us, and also we have to put in a takeout box and send it to everybody watch this wonderful
of course.
virtual event.
I'm sure they're hungry from home.
Yeah. No, another trick that I like to share with you,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Normally, when you cut carrot, they roll. So when you cut it, it can be dangerous when it rolls, okay?
That's true.
So what I did is, I trimmed one side a little bit like this,
I get
okay?
it.
I trim it one side.
So that it's flat when you cut it.
Then I go like this, look at this.
Alrighty then.
And this is all
That
done.
is fast.
That's how, see, sooner or later when you graduate, you're going to be working in a restaurant. Sometimes you serve about 200 people
200
or
people.
2,000 people.
2,000.
You got to be fast. You got to be efficient, okay?
Of course.
That's the reason why. And then the same thing. Now you have this. Let's put it over here. This is so beautiful. That's so beautiful. See, now you have to hold onto this. When you have one of these, you can do it really, really efficient. Now look at this. It's already very colorful. I want everybody to take a look at it. Look at it. It's already very colorful. Look at beautiful. Food is about appearance, about color. You have color contrast, texture contrast, and flavor contrast. That's important. Okay, well, all of this. Let's add a tiny bit more of this, tiny bit more of that.
Would you like to throw in the
Yeah,
bowl?
and a tiny bit more because we have to feed a lot of
of
people.
people?
Yeah, well, probably the entire city of Las Vegas, okay? To put it, okay. And then we mix them all up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember
Oh,
my last
this is
recipe
so-
we cooked it.
Huh?
In my last recipe we cooked it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Now we will definitely, we will pan fry this or boil this a little bit, okay? And then since we have a tiny bit over there, and we will pan fry this and cook it. Let's turn this on, okay?
Okay.
Let us cook, okay? Let's put this over here and put a tiny bit more of these, and then we cook this, right? So
Alrighty then.
let's cut this up, and then let us turn this and cook this. Because now let us turn this on, put a tiny bit of water, okay?
Would you like
Get
to
a tiny
do
bit of
oil?
water, a
Normal?
tiny bit of oil, cook this, slice, slice, slice. Sometimes you can also poach this too. You can fry it, you can pan fry this, you can poach it. This is how I cut it at an angle like this, okay? And then get ready.
What kind of oil would you like?
Use a tiny bit, actually half and half would be good. Half oil and half regular oil and half olive oil.
Half
and give it
olive and half regular?
Yeah.
And
This
go with a
way.
little bit?
Yeah. And then also,
No, add a bit of olive oil.
yeah, a little bit of oil. Perfect. Saute it a little bit. While you're sauteing and get everything ready,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put this over here so you can put it on.
Alrighty.
This is you know, in a kitchen, in a professional kitchen, it's about teamwork. Of
course.
You work together. You do this, I do that. In the
Alrighty.
meantime, when you're doing this, I'm gonna slice some garlic.
Garlic.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. You see? Slice garlic and set it aside. Put it right here. And slice ginger too. Slice ginger. Now I add this ginger here. Last time when you showed me the recipe, you do not have ginger, but ginger is very good. Ginger and garlic. Let's saute this. And then this is the spatula. Let's saute. And then, in the meantime, while we're waiting this to get hot, we're going to, oh, this is
We'll
beautiful.
spread it around
Yeah,
so that
spread it
everything
around,
cooks
always
evenly.
run evenly, definitely. And then in the meantime, let's wait. And then you have all of this ingredient, and then we can put them all together. In the meantime, while we're doing this, you can crumble the cheese for me.
Of course.
You show me how to do it. We can
Now,
dice it as well as
we
crumble.
can dice it or we can
Dice
crumble
dice it. Let's do both, okay?
Let's do both.
Now, in the meantime, we'll cut up some of these wonderful, this is beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. I want to show everybody, this is how you can actually, I use this not only, this is for garnish, okay? But I also use this as an ingredient.
As an ingredient?
Yeah, so this is my little twist. Just like I always tell people, even though you give same recipe to 10 chefs, they will create something totally different.
Every time.
Every time, okay? Look at that. This is how you do it, okay? And then I also would use this. Yeah. This is how we do it. Now, this is hot enough. You can saute a little bit.
Ready then?
Yeah, saute
a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to start with the garlic and the ginger, correct?
Garlic, ginger, yeah. Lots of garlic and ginger is good because I love a lot of garlic and ginger. Garlic and ginger are both very, very healthy.
You know something my dad has told me? He said there's never enough garlic in a dish.
You know, you go to Italian restaurant, lots of garlic. Go to Korean restaurant, lots of garlic. Go to some Chinese restaurant, lots of garlic. Garlic is actually a medicine too.
Is it?
Yeah, very, very good. And
You're right.
And ginger is also a medicine. In Asia, when you have a cold, when you have sore throat, you drink ginger tea. Okay? Okay, this is good.
Now, if I remember correctly from the last recipe, we're going to add the carrot slice,
add
correct?
the carrot. Yes, add the carrot. Add just maybe half of it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't have to use too much. Okay, this is well balanced. And then the cactus. Let's put the cactus and put the cactus in. More cactus.
More cactus?
Yeah, more cactus.
Of course.
Yeah, more cactus.
Where do we go next with the...
Yeah, and then...
cauliflower?
Yeah, we have more cauliflower. This is...
Really colorful.
Really colorful. Texture contrast. And then, of course, bell pepper. Let's more cactus. I love cactus.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's saute. This is so beautiful. Oh, look at that.
Alrighty.
This is already really beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that. Toss. Look at this. Is amazing. Now a little more onion. Maybe I love onion.
I do as well.
Yeah, tiny bit of onion.
Would you do as the onion?
I tiny bit. This way you can actually pickle it, or you can actually eat it raw anyway. But I think this is enhance the flavor.
As well as the garlic.
Yeah,
right?
You can look at it. Look how beautiful. Look at this. Look at it.
Wow.
This is so amazing. And then in the meantime, go ahead and finish it and get ready. And then I'm going to show everybody when this is ready. I can actually show everybody how to garnish this. Let's show everybody how to garnish this, okay? Very simple. In the big bowl. Yeah, and then we'll put in a big bowl and garnish it. In the meantime, this is really good, just the right amount. And then
smells delicious.
And I want to add some extra sesame seed oil.
Really?
Yeah. A tiny bit of sesame seed oil. You can buy them. This is basically from cinnamon. And tiny bit of salt. And tiny bit of your seasoning, the dry seasoning. It's going to be beautiful. This is going to be amazing. Okay? Yeah. Beautiful. Yes.
That real toss action is great.
You don't want to overcook anything anyway. Of course. Let's slice the
Get that in a bowl.
put in a bowl. We'll put it in a bowl. Look at that.
Would you like it the same bowl?
Yeah. Yeah, you can use the bowl. Use the bowl. Yeah, perfect. Use the bowl. This is beautiful. You got a lot of... See, that's why we do it in a professional test kitchen. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. This smells good. Sesame, tiny bit of salt. Let's put a tiny bit of salt. Yeah. Tiny bit of extra olive oil will be good. Olive oil is healthy. Tiny bit of olive oil there. Yeah, perfect. So you can smell it, Manny.
It smells delicious.
So this is colorful.
The sesame oil adds a lot to the scent, actually.
Yeah. It's a lot of scent. Now, remember, this is not the regular sesame oil you buy in a health food store, on a Middle Asian store. This is toasted, 100% pure roasted sesame syrup. Smell it. Very, very aromatic.
That is
now
a
when
nice
this is done,
smell.
Now look at this. We'll put it right over here. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful. And then in the meantime, we're going to add my little twist.
Down, right?
Yeah, let it cool down a little bit. Let me show you. We're going to cut up this. You cut up the green, the white one. I cut up this. We're going to put this also in there. Okay? We will show everybody. We cut off. This is how easy it is. You hold onto this. You just peel it like this. Look at that. You just peel it.
It just comes right up.
Okay? It comes right up. And this is very, very sweet. And it's colorful. And then I slice this. And I butterfly this. I slice this. And I cut this. So this way, I dice it. Okay?
How would you like it sliced?
This one, we just slice it like this.
Okay.
Okay? 1 and 2. Very, very nice. And then when this is done, we will put it all together. And then we will put in, now of course you do not cook this, okay? You put in the last minute. That's the reason why this is so good. No, this is going to be, it get a lot of juice, a lot of flavor out of it. This is how we do it, okay? Look at that.
I like the color white and the purple that goes along with the salad. I assume it would be great.
And enhance color and also the flavor, okay? Yeah, this way, that's good enough, that's good enough. And then we will save these for the next dish, okay?
Alrighty then.
Now, we have all of these here, and I saw that you also gave me some tomato.
Yes.
Right? So, tomato is good. This is actually grown in my garden, okay? In my garden. So when you cut the tomato, let me show you how to save time. And when you have a lot of big banquet, instead of do it one by one, you put it right here. And then you use the knife. You go like this. You press it, you go, look at, you just seesaw. I can never cut myself. You know why? Because the knife is underneath. Look at that. It's all done. And then this is how you do it, okay? So this and this, and then bell pepper. You don't have to cook it so long anyway. Sprinkle it. You can eat raw bell pepper because it's really, really good.
It's very healthy.
So it's very, very healthy.
The red. This is a lot of color that's going on actually.
Well, the more, according to the pyramid, the more colorful vegetable you put together to eat, the healthier the diet. Because each one of these have different elements. Like carrot have beta carotene, vitamin A, okay? And of course, let us chop up some cilantro too. Chop up some cilantro. Of course. We already chop it up. We chop up more cilantro.
Get a bit more.
Yeah, get a bit more, definitely. In the meantime, I also have a little twist. This is pickled ginger. You have pickled jalapenos. And don't waste the juice. The juice is good.
Of course not.
That's wonderful. And then I slice this up at a special angle. 1 and 2. And your knife has to be really sharp, okay?
Okay.
See? Then, oh, really, really good. And then when this is done, and this, with the juice, never waste the juice. So let's put it all together.
Alrighty.
Okay? And then this is all done. Let's remove this. This is all finished. Yeah, see, look at how beautiful this is. Okay? You see this?
It almost looks like fish.
Now this is a little twist from Chef Martin Yan. Okay? We have 2 pickle. 1 pickle jalapeno, 1 pickle ginger. And not only that, I put a tiny bit of juice, just like yours. Waste nothing, okay? So this is going to be so beautiful. In the meantime, when this is all nice, is it cool down already?
Well, let's feel it.
Yeah, feel it, feel it. Is it cool down?
It's a little warm, but it works.
Yeah, because sometimes some of the salad is warm salad, right? So when this is all done, oh, beautiful. And this is done, and then we plate it.
All right.
Okay, let's plate it. Now let's put it in a bowl. Put it in a container. Put it like this here. Let's sprinkle. Let's sprinkle this right here.
Okay.
Okay, look at this. Look how beautiful this is.
That looks amazing.
Yeah. I think this is enough for the next dish.
Okay.
For the next dish. Now look at the color. Look at this color, okay? It kind of cooled down already. Not overcooked, just still nice and crunchy. Look at that, that's good. And then these are the ingredients that we'll be using. Now we're gonna plate it. Now look at that. Get a plate right over here.
Yes.
Let us show you everybody how to make it look beautiful. First, lettuce. Wow, look at that. Then,
Brings it all together, right?
yeah, a tiny bit of lemon juice.
This is lemon juice.
We're gonna make a special dressing. Okay, let's do it like this. Let us put all the juice right here. This is the flavoring.
All of it?
Yeah, a tiny bit, half of these. And then this will be the dressing, okay? An extra sesame seed oil,
All
a
right.
tiny bit of extra salt. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. And a tiny bit of dry spices.
This is oregano, if I remember
Oregano,
correctly.
just enough. Good, good, good. And then mix it all up. Mix them all up. I'll give you a spoon to mix it up. Mix it all up. This is going to be, smell is really good.
Wow.
With the sesame seed. I love sesame seed oil. Okay? And then to make it interesting, you don't want to miss some of these juice.
Vinegar.
Ah,
Wow.
this vinegar juice, a tiny bit of salt, and then also the ginger juice. So this is going to be amazing seasoning salt. Seasoning the dressing. When this is done, let us make sure.
It smells great.
This smells great. Taste a little bit. Okay, get a spoon. Let me give you a little spoon. You can taste it. Taste. You taste, I will taste.
All righty then.
Yeah. Nice.
That is, wow.
Yeah. So.
Actually, that works really well.
Yeah. So this way, now we plate. You sprinkle this.
We're not going to pour this on there?
Yeah, you can put it on and we can dress it. Either way, we'll use half of these, and then the rest we'll put it on top later. This is going to be so beautiful. Toss cilantro, more cilantro. We love cilantro. Okay. Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Wow, look at that. This is perfect for Las Vegas. Everywhere you drive around, cactus, right? So when this is done, the cheese, some of the cheese, yeah, both of these, yeah, tiny bit of these, cheese, yeah.
And we'll go with a bit of the crumbled.
Yeah, the crumble, yeah. Maybe a little bit more cilantro because everybody loves cilantro.
Of course.
Yeah, tiny
My
bit
mistake.
more. Tiny bit more cilantro. Yeah. Okay, good enough. It's good. Wow. If you love cilantro, this is for you.
Of course.
So, it's all done. And then we're going to put this all over here. Yeah. And then, of course, you cannot miss this, right?
Peppers.
The pepper.
And your garlic, correct?
And the garlic and the ginger. Okay?
Ginger.
Ah, look at this. This is going to be, this is Chef Martin Yan's Manny's special recipe. When this is all nice and done, you don't want to miss this, okay? Let me show you. Last time you serve in a bowl, but this time we serve it in a plate like this, okay? And then we have so many people around here in the studio today. We want to make sure everybody have a bite. Now, look at that. This is going to be so beautiful. Okay? And now, let's put it over there.
Alrighty then.
Now, the next thing we want to do is how we're going to garnish it. Now, to make it beautiful, you have one of these, okay? One of these here, one of these here, and then one of these here. Look how beautiful.
So it'd be like a pattern.
Yeah, pattern. You continue to do it. And then I sprinkle the rest of the stuff right on top. So this would be one of these recipe that when you serve it to your family, they're going to be so surprised. The flavor profile is a little bit different, but it's really refreshing. And then we can actually, this is so beautiful. Amazing.
Thank you.
We can actually, let me see.
Let's see.
They can actually have a tiny bit more because I love so this, look how beautiful. Just the right amount.
All right.
Okay, and then, look at that. This is the key. And then sprinkle a tiny bit of all of these around.
The cubes add a bit of color, texture,
Yeah.
and like depth to it, correct?
Also, that not only that, and also sweetness.
Of course.
Okay, look at how beautiful. And then you sprinkle the red one, I sprinkle the white one.
Alrighty then.
This is the dragon fruit, also cactus. So basically, I did not change the flavor profile or the basic spirit of your dish, but I added some extra element to make this
the
dish.
sesame oil
Yeah.
and the fruit add a lot to the.
Yeah.
What is it? The bold flavor of the
Yeah.
sesame oil, along
Tiny
with
bit
the
of extra
sweetness
salt. Oh yes,
of
yes.
the fruit.
You know what? You ready to taste?
Let's try it.
You got to taste.
Of course.
Okay. In fact, I'm going to ask Amber to come up here and taste.
All right.
Because this is, you got to taste this.
I've been waiting anxiously
Yeah.
for this chance.
We will get these, Amber.
It's gorgeous.
A little bowl. Oh, this is going to be beautiful.
I own
And
dresses
then,
in those colors.
This is so beautiful. Look at this is the final dish. Everybody can do this at home. Look at that. Right here.
Pretty.
But this one for Amber, because I know Amber is dying to taste this. Smells good.
It does.
And this is really beautiful. Look at
There
that.
goes the
It's
garden.
gorgeous.
And of course, do you like cilantro?
I do.
Oh, more
Everybody
cilantro.
loves cilantro.
More cilantro. Oh, this is so beautiful.
And ginger and garlic. I love it all.
And ginger and garlic. And extra ginger. Yeah. Now, taste it.
Okay. All right. While I taste it, tell me, Chef Yan, when you first heard of this recipe with cactus, what were you thinking?
I think this might be interesting, but I didn't know how good it is, how colorful this is, and how healthy this is. You know? Oh, of course, of course.
So flavorful. And like you
I
mentioned,
serve the chef. I serve the chef because we have a lot of people here.
I reckon we should learn to taste it before.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that you love the cheese. Give me a tiny bit extra cheese.
did you say earlier that this was the first time you tried this cheese?
Yeah, this is the first time I tried the cheese, but I like the texture, I like the flavor, because it's mild, but it got that richness to it. You know, taste it.
All right, yeah.
It is so good. And this is definitely a dish that I will treasure. Maybe I can ask Manny for permission to put this particular salad on our menu, MY Asia.
Wow.
How's that sound? Huh?
That sounds
So
amazing.
you got to come up and show us how to do it all over again, because I want people to learn how to do it. The sesame seed, it is give a little touch of toasted nuts. That is really good.
Manny, what does that mean to you to know that your recipe, your family's recipe, is going to be on Chef Yan's menu?
I think that's amazing, and actually I'm proud because my father has a bunch of recipes in the restaurant he worked at. This will be my recipe the first time that I will have one in a restaurant. So knowing that, that's actually really cool. I really do appreciate that, and I
Well,
appreciate
you
your
know, I
consideration.
learned something too, because I have never been exposed to some of this ingredient and this texture, and this is the first time that I actually taste something with pickle jalapeno mixed with pickled ginger.
Well, before we move on, the cactus that we're using, we're not getting it from our front yards, right? Where are we getting this cactus from?
Last night we were driving around the neighborhood and just basically pick it up.
of 3 years.
No. The thing is, nowadays you can actually go to supermarket or food supply to actually buy them. They already kind of trim it for you. Otherwise, you have to trim. Okay. So basically, we are lucky to live in a time that ingredients are bountiful. Everything is available. So we are very, very lucky. And this particular dish, everybody can do at home. And all the chefs in Las Vegas can do something. Look at the color.
That's gorgeous.
And all of this, you can eat it. You can eat it. It's
And the different flavors.
It's very flavorful.
Living in the Vegas Valley, you
Yeah.
have to learn to be a little creative because we're in a desert, right? And you would think there's not a lot of available ingredients. But that's actually not true because Vegas is such a compact and such a dense city with a bunch of people from many, many backgrounds. There's actually places where you can buy this. This, you can actually take it. There's a place called Chinatown, and they sell that everywhere there. These are called dragon fruit. Are they dragon
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
They have three different kinds of dragon fruit. One is the golden color, which is very sweet.
Yes, I noticed that.
Now you can, if you taste this, Amber, you can taste this. This is very, very sweet. Taste it. Taste it. It's very sweet. See? So it adds color.
Almost like kiwi.
Yeah, it adds color, texture, and a lot of vitamin C in dragon fruit. That's why we're talking about healthy eating. Eat with the season, and also eat with something that are widely available in the desert. Las Vegas has a lot of cactus. Tonight, Manny and myself are going to drive our car, roam around, and pick up more cactus.
Cruising for cactuses.
Yes.
All right, well, to see Manny and Zashana cooking for Chef Yan, go to vegaspbs.org/Great Vegas Recipe. The entire digital series is going to be there starting this Friday. And this series was inspired by the national cooking competition, Great American Recipe. That debuts on Friday as well at 9 p.m. on Vegas PBS. And here is a preview.
I'm a home cook. It's hard to be in this competitive element, but I'm ready to share my family's food with the judges.
It's one thing to cook at home, and it's another thing to cook in a competition.
Feeling pretty excited to be able to show any home cook from any background has recipes to share with the world.
The Great American Recipe is literally the search for just that. It's what America is on a plate, and it represents that tapestry that we all weave together through food.
It's this uplifting competition series that brings together home cooks from all over the United States, each with their own unique backgrounds and stories.
I'm from the Northeast.
I grew up in the Midwest.
Portland, Oregon.
Providence, Rhode Island.
San Luis Obispo, California.
I'm from the South in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's a wonderful mix of traditions and cultures.
It's great to not only taste, but hear the stories behind the food.
This is a complete homage to my mom. She always had some form of cookie in our home.
When I make these cookies, I feel like my mom is there.
I absolutely love it.
They really want to do their recipes proud.
This smells so good.
And to make sure that they're representing the best recipes that they can put forth.
They're bringing it. The presentations are incredible. The flavor profiles are all over the map. And it's really, really good.
This calamari is popping.
It's always a challenge to cook outside of your comfort zone. And even though it's PBS, where you think everyone's a winner, there is only one.
I just think the bonds that we've already made will be fortified, and we'll go forward to, be real good friends.
I agree.
Speak for yourself.
It's really something very positive. We're trying to help them bring out the best of what they do.
I hope that viewers understand how great and diverse America is. Everybody has their own story because we're all on a journey, and to hear it come through food is just a beautiful thing.
It is easy to see why Vegas PBS wanted to create its own version of the Great American Recipe, the national cooking competition. Welcome back. This is the Great Vegas Recipe live virtual cooking demonstration with none other than celebrity chef Martin Yan. We are going to be preparing aguachiles coming up next with two more CCSD students.
Seafood. I love seafood.
Yes. And
I can eat seafood every meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And it's how you have not gained 1 pound in 35 years?
88 years.
Woo-wee, okay.
Lifetime hardworking, lifetime achievement. No, actually, when you love what you do, you don't have to work a day of your life. That's the reason why I never have to work a day of my life. I enjoy what I'm doing. Enjoy every moment of my life.
Well, you are leading us perfectly into our next segment, which is going to be learning a bit more about you as a person before we get to the aguachiles. You are set to open your very first Las Vegas Strip restaurant in the fall of this year, MY Asia. Why is it your first, and why now?
Well, for the longest time, for years, when I do the Yan Can Cook Show on PBS, we travel roaming around the world, and I spend about 275 days a year around. So if I open a restaurant, if I'm not able to spend more time in the kitchen, taking care of the menu and creating something new and say hello to the customer, I shouldn't be doing it. But now, I no longer travel like I used to. My wife said, stay put. And in fact, I'm calling my wife, I'm going to move to Las Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you being serious?
I am serious. I tell myself, let us sell the house, and we sell the house over there, and we can buy 2 houses in Las Vegas.
Well, it's very true. You're moving from
No,
California.
of course not. In fact, definitely not the Celine Dion's the house, but some of the house it is. I think is very. That's the reason why a lot of my friends are moving to Las Vegas.
Okay.
Because you got wonderful people, good entertainment, everything is available, but it's affordable. That's the reason why everybody moved to Las Vegas.
And perhaps you could be Celine Dion's neighbor.
Yeah. And the sport team are moving to Vegas, and everybody's moving to. So I want NY China to be packed day in and day out because we want to entertain them with food and wonderful flavor and aroma.
And from what I understand, it was the coronavirus pandemic that kind of gave you a pause from all that traveling, and it's when you decided, okay, maybe I should open this Vegas restaurant. Talking about NY China in San Francisco, was COVID why that closed down?
Well, we closed temporary, but we'll be reopening in Chinatown. And hopefully one day we'll open NY China right here in Vegas very soon.
Okay, so that is breaking news. You're going to reopen NY China in San Francisco.
Yes.
Any idea when?
Probably in the late fall. The reason is because we're on a 4th floor.
Okay.
And then during the lockdown, nobody would go up to the 4th floor. We cannot do takeout. We cannot do a lot of things. But now in Vegas, we can do everything we want. Because Las Vegas is wide open. Everybody from around the world come to Las Vegas. So that's why if everybody's coming over here, I will be here to entertain all of you to come to Las Vegas.
How is NY Asia going to differ from NY China, and how will the restaurant differ from all the competition on the Strip?
Well, they're all my good friends. I just tell all my good friends like Bobby Frey and Emerald and all of these people, give me a break, okay? Take about 3 days off a week. So allow me the space and an opportunity to capture some of your audience and your customer. But anyway, they're all my good friends.
Well, I bet they're a little intimidated by you coming here.
No, nobody got intimidated until I pick up one of these anyway. So.
From what I understand, you're going to be putting on a little bit of a show, though.
Yes, I love entertainment because I've been teaching cooking class. I always tell people, food is basically entertainment. Food is art, it's magic, but also food is entertainment. I want to entertain people with good food, wonderful service, and wonderful energy. I want to create something that people return to the home and remember they have eaten in my Asia.
So
NY Asia.
An open kitchen, and you're going to be doing what kind of performing as you cook?
I will show everybody. I'm training all my chefs how to bone a chicken, break down a chicken in 18 seconds.
You still do that?
I'm gonna challenge some of my good friends on the Strip. Can you bone a chicken in 18 seconds? I practice every night. In fact, I came over here and I stayed in Paris. And I actually bought a whole bunch of chicken last night. And I practice. You don't believe me? You go to my room and check it out. I got a lot of chicken cactus in my suitcase, okay? But anyway, I'm just joking. But the thing is, food is about entertainment. Food is about not only nourishing, but about bringing people closer together. Food breaks down barrier.
Congratulations on that restaurant opening and also on the James Beard Foundation Lifetime Achievement Award, which you received. Where is your medal?
This is the medal right here.
You received it this month.
Yeah, just a few days ago.
In recognition of a lifetime of work that, quote, had a positive and long-lasting impact on the way we eat, cook, and or think about food in America, end quote. You were born in China, immigrated to Canada, and then the United States. What does it mean to you to know you've had that kind of impact on this country?
Well, food has no national or international boundary. Food brings everybody together. It breaks down barrier. It's an equalizer. So I'm so fortunate that through food, I can reach a lot of people, millions and millions of people around the world. And the people from all over, from Dubai, from India, from England, they come up and say, oh, watch you when I was young, when I was growing up. I told them myself, when you were young, I was also very young. And we all grew up together.
Right.
Yes.
Speaking about your roots in food and someone achieving success, we often hear about hunger and how hungry a person is to achieve something, and that's referencing how much they really want it. But in your case, in China as a child, hunger and famine and starvation were an issue. What do you remember of China as a child? How did it impact you?
When I was growing up, it was the most turbulent, most challenging time in modern Chinese history. A lot of famine, a lot of people died of starvation. Everything is rationed. We literally have quarter a cup of oil a month per person. Entire month, 1/4 of a cup, and 2 pounds of meat. So that's why I'm supposed to be this tall, because I didn't, when I was growing up, I don't have enough protein. And now actually, that's the reason why I put on a high heel shoe here. Oh. So I look just as tall as you.
Well, I do
but
have
actually,
high heels
normally
on.
this is my height. but anyway, the thing is, I always believe food is the most important equalizer to bring all of us together. And today is a classic. I work with all the wonderful young students, young chefs all over the world. And this way, it gives me the opportunity, not only I can share with them my passion and my skill, but also I can learn from them.
And it was that need, though, for food that helped you determine, I want to make sure I have access to food and am involved in that industry.
Yeah, so because when you're close to food, you never go hungry. You know, I'll be ready. I'm happy to just work in a restaurant, just to have food. But people insist to pay me, so I can't resist. You got to be polite. When people give you something, you take it graciously. So when you offer me, I will take it. But the thing is, personally, I love food. I love to cook. I love to share. Food is about sharing.
And educating.
Yeah.
And when you first started cooking in the United States on television in the early 1980s, how familiar did you find Americans were with Chinese food and Asian food?
I remember when I first arrived in America, there's only about 2,000 or 3,000 Chinese restaurants. Now, the last count, 52,000 Chinese restaurants.
Wow.
And probably half of them in Las Vegas. I mean, there's so many Chinese and Asian restaurants. You got Thai restaurant, Cambodian restaurant, Indian restaurant, Filipino restaurant, a lot of Chinese restaurants. So I think it become a main staple, a main diet. Everybody go to Asian restaurant, Chinese restaurant. I love Italian food. I love Japanese food. I love Hispanic, Mexican food. I love to taste everything, because every time I taste something, I learn.
When you talk about the growth of Asian restaurants in the U.S., how much do you think you played a part in that?
I have no idea. But if you travel around the country, you see about 3,000 or 4,000 Chinese restaurants with my picture on the wall. So you go in, you say, oh, I'm Chef Martin Yan's cousin. You know what? 50% off. No, I'm just joking. But the thing is, I have traveled all over. A lot of time I will go into the restaurant and cook with the chef, and then I will take a picture and they put it on the wall. So, and then every time I go over there, free meal. So I hope I put my picture in every single celebrity's restaurant, and then when I walk in, I don't have to pay.
If you think about the idea that because you have educated so many Americans about food and thus culture, perhaps promoting acceptance and tolerance of the Asian culture, do you believe that you have helped in that aspect? And then we'll answer that first.
I hope so. Because as I said, food has no national, international boundary. The more we understand through food, we understand each other's culture, heritage, and lifestyle, then we accept each other. We respect each other, because when you know somebody, just like your neighbor, you don't know your neighbor, you don't know how to get close to them. But once you get to know them, then you become good friends. And I hope through food, we bring all the people that I reach, all the people I touch, bring them together through delicious food, healthy, delicious, fresh food.
Because of how high profile you are and well known you are, what kind of responsibility did you feel, if any, when there was a rise in anti-Asian sentiment because of COVID?
I truly believe
to help in combating it.
Right. To combat that, first of all, I raised my voice and tell them, hey, look, first of all, this country is a melting pot. People from all over the world together here, there is very few native people except the Native American, right? Indian. They are here first, but everybody else come from all over the world. And let us learn to respect and accept each other. And food is about sharing. So through food, I tell people, hey, look, I use food, I use cheese, I use all kind of ingredient. Let us sit down in a dining table. We never enemy, never fight. We're all friends.
As part of the Great Vegas Recipe, you have been showing and teaching these Clark County School District students a lot. What do you hope that they take away most from their interactions with you?
Well, food is about love and passion, just like any professional. If you love what you do, if you're passionate about, you will have a great career. That's the reason why I always encourage and also remind everybody with the slogan, if Yan can cook, so can you, to all the young students, to all the young chefs. If I can do it, you can do it.
What are the ingredients of a good chef? Last question.
The last question is, the ingredient is always, always be curious. Very important. And I always are curious, always never stop learning. Always want to find out new flavor, new product, new ingredient. Like today, I learned from many something I normally don't use. So I'm learning from everybody. I'm learning from them too. We all exchange, we all communicate, we all improve, we all elevate ourselves in terms of as a professional.
Chef Martin Yan, thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to you perhaps moving to Las Vegas in addition to opening that new restaurant.
In fact, right after this, I'm going to call my wife. And I said, I have made up my mind. We got to move here.
You're going to have realtors after you.
Yes.
All right, thank you again. It's time now to get back to the cooking. We are going to be making aguachiles next. Great Vegas Recipe virtual cooking demonstration. It is continuing now. Let's meet our next two CCSD students. Have you introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is John Carrillo, and I'm 17 years old, and I participate in Cheyenne CTE program.
I'm Carmen, and I'm 16 years old, and I go to Southwest Career and Technical.
Carmen, what did you think when you first learned you were one of the 4 students selected to work with Chef Martin Yan?
When I saw the opportunity to share a family recipe with Chef Martin Yan, I just knew I had to apply. I expected it to be very competitive, so when I was one of the 4 selected, I was very ecstatic.
Congratulations on that. And Giovanni, what was your level of nervousness when you were actually cooking in front of him?
It was through the roof. My body could hardly function, but in my mind I was thinking it'll pay off in the end, and me and Chef Yan will do something great on the kitchen. And at the end of the day, I learned and I got through my nerves.
Were you able to pick up on his nervousness?
No, I didn't feel that because I always believe a little nervous energy is actually good for performance. It's good for the kitchen because it's a high energy. And I feel that they are very passionate and they have an eagerness to learn. So I am so honored to actually have the opportunity to share my love of food and cooking with these 2 young students. Also, your many other young chefs and students.
Do you still get nervous on television?
Nervous energy, but never nervous, because normally I have a little cocktail and never get nervous anymore. No, of course.
You're going to fit into Vegas very well.
Yes.
Okay, so aguachiles is next, but before we get started, another clip from the Great Vegas Recipe.
Yeah, great. You know, I can see you also learned something really great from your instructor. You know why? Because he did not cut the root. Because when you cut the root, when you cut the onion oil splash all over it, you're going to be very emotional. You're going to be crying. Look at that. The root is still right here. Oh, Giovanni. Last time you showed me how to do it, and I actually bring a couple of extra ingredients, 3 or 4 different ingredients that on top of what you have taught me. First of all, last time you have shrimp, right? So I brought some scallop. I love scallop. You like scallop? We love scallop. And then I also have some squid. So the first thing we'll do is let's cut up some shrimp, and also cut up some jalapeno, and then also cut up some onion, and then we can pickle them. What I did is I add some extra element here. Now you have cilantro, you have avocado, you have cucumber, and let's all work together, okay? Now, this is the cucumber, and sometimes when I use cucumber, what I did is I would trim this off. I don't want the seed, okay? So I trim this, okay? I'll trim the seed. So this way, see? This way, it's nice and good texture, okay? Then I put this over here. And then when you cut, like last time, when you cut, you always put your knife hole into the knife blade and slice it up, and I put it right here. Now, your job. You can do it. I know you can do it well, okay? And then in the meantime, also, you have shrimp. Let's butterfly some shrimp, okay? Here, this is how I would do it. Last time you showed me, this is how we do it. You got a piece of shrimp. I butterfly this right here. You see how I do it? I butterfly, and I twist, I cut it. So this way, you can actually see this. So they can open up like this. Look at that. Okay? Beautiful. Let us butterfly a few shrimp. This looks really good. We're going to give you a bigger bowl. So this way, you can put the cucumber right here. Let's put the cucumber right here. Let's put the cucumber right there. Beautiful. And then in the meantime, let us do the shrimp. I will see how you do it. Do the shrimp. We're in the kitchen, it's about teamwork. Very good, very good. Very good. Let's put it over here. Right. And then after this is done, we're going to marinate this with a tiny, tiny bit of lime juice, right? Mm-hmm. So let us put the shrimp. This is already cut up. Let's put the shrimp here. Let's put a tiny bit of lime juice, because the lime actually helps to cook the seafood. You can do this with fish, with scallop and everything. Okay, let's stir fry. Let us stir this a little bit. Let us stir. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the difference. Everybody can see the difference. This one is cooked with the lime juice. This one is raw. So this is how you do it. Let's stir fry this. Let's stir fry. Beautiful. And then we're going to cut up some onion. When you cut onion, the key is make sure you can cut it like this. You can go like this. And set aside. This also is pickle. Okay? What do you use this for pickle? Vinegar?
Vinegar and salt.
Vinegar and salt, very important, because why? Tell us why vinegar and salt.
Because it allows the flavor to come out inside the onion, and it also brightens the color, so it'll give us a pop.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize when you add salt to somewhere, they extract the water, the moisture. So when you put vinegar, so pickle it faster. The flavor of the vinegar actually permeate into the onion a lot faster. So you have this all cut up, okay? And then now I have squid. Now I will show you both, okay? I want to show you both.
So how do you cut up a squid, Chef?
Let me show you how to cut a squid. Normally, this particular dish, I've got two ways to do it. You can cut into a ring, right? Most restaurant, when they do a deep fried squid ring, you can cut in the ring, okay? Like this. But what I do is, I actually do it Asian way. I go like this. This way turn out to be, looks like a flower. I cut this right in half, right? Now open it up, okay? And then I would use my knife. Now this is a technique, Asian technique. I go like this. 1, do an angle. 2, 3. See that?
Yeah.
You see this? See this?
Very thin.
See this? Very thin. And then I turn it to the other side. I go 90 degree. 1, 2. So when this is done, it turned out to be like a flower. Okay? So you cut it up, so it's like a flower. So there are two ways of doing it. You can do it in a ring, okay? Or you can do it like this. So we can also pickle this. Let's pickle this in a bowl. Let's pickle both of these in a bowl. Let's pickle this and a tiny bit of this in a bowl. Let's put it over here. Let's pickle. Let's put it over here and put a tiny bit of lime juice. Yeah. So this is going to be really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of scallop, since it's big, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a butterfly. I butterfly my scallop. Look at that. I put it my hand here. I go 1.
All the way through.
You see that? All the way, and then another one. But this one, I didn't cut through it. So this like is a butterfly. Okay? So then you can also pickle this. Let's put a tiny, tiny bit of extra vinegar and lemon juice to, particular lemon juice to cook it. Okay? All of these. Okay. Yeah. And then this is also soaked in a tiny bit of vinegar already, right?
Yeah.
So we butterfly this. Okay. We butterfly this. This is how I do it. Let me show you. When you put your knife, if you want to cut, you put your knife on the edge, your hand. So if you do it right here, it would not be parallel. So you put it right here. So look at that. This way you can cut it like this. Okay? And then also, now, mix it. Okay? Let me show you. Okay? Mix this with right here. And I'm going to give you a tiny bit more of these scallop. This is going to be so good. So I add squid and scallop to your dish. And I hope when you taste it, I hope you like it. So far, there's no objection, right? No objection.
No objection.
But, you know, as I said, when you have a recipe, what you can do is you can actually put your own twist, okay? Continue to stir both of this. Allow the thing pickle and cook normal, a little bit more uniform. And everybody know that you can actually, you go to Japanese restaurant, you can actually eat raw shrimp,
Yeah.
raw scallop, okay, if you just clean, okay? And of course, yeah, and of course, lime juice is very important too. Squeeze a tiny bit extra. This is lemon juice or lime juice, you can do the same thing. Get the flavor out, okay?
Yeah. And
then,
cooks it.
yes, it's
Breaks
really,
down the
really good.
proteins.
Yeah. And then we're going to put together the plate and then plate it, okay? I have a plate here, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to put, this is going to be the plating. And then we're going to add all the seasoning. Originally, your seasoning is quite simple, right? Your season is basically salt and vinegar and cilantro. And you have cilantro. So let us try to see how we can plate it differently. And then I would add the element, okay? Besides the seafood, I also have lettuce, remove this, put it on at the back. So everybody can see it, okay? Okay, let us remove these. Now, the next thing I want to show you is something that is personal touch, okay? This is a personal touch. We need some spoon right here. That's spoon. Yeah, perfect. Now, this is a bowl. I want you to put all your seasoning here. And then I'll add my element. And then we will ask Amber and everybody else in the studio to taste. How's that sound? Okay, let's add your seasoning here. The basic seasoning you have.
Yeah, cilantro?
Yeah, cilantro. Chopped cilantro. Yeah, chopped cilantro right here. And then jalapeno. Yeah, jalapeno. Okay. And now, when I do it, I would love to slice this a little slightly thinner. The reason is because sometimes people are not used to eating hot and spicy food. Mm-hmm. So when you bite the little piece, it's a little bit easier to take by the bite the big piece. Just like you chew on this. So what I not like, and also I like to cut it at an angle. Okay, like if I cut an angle like this, look at that. You cut an angle, slightly.
It looks unique.
Thinner. Look at it. Look at the difference. Look at the difference of these. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now this is much thinner and also a slanted cut. So I will show everybody that I have slanted cut this, okay? This is slanted cut, and it's a little bit thinner, so I think I would prefer, just in case this is too thick, all you have to do is butterfly. Look at that. Cut it in half. Okay? You just cut it in half. And then you put it right over here. And then put it together, mix it all up, and then we can plate it. Okay? And then I'll add the element. I add the element. Now this is also very good. This is, let me taste this. Let me taste this. Let me taste this. You got the onion flavor, a little salty, a little vinegar. This is really nice. So these smell really good, really good. Have you ever tried this dish before?
Yes.
Oh, you're good, 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 good. I love cilantro. Some people, they do not like cilantro. You can use less. And then more lime juice. Yeah, more lime juice. When you do lime, you basically you have to roll it a little bit. And then, do me a favor. Why we're doing all of this, you can cut up a tiny more of these because we might like to have a little bit more. This is a very firm, wonderful. I go like this. I put this is how I do it. When this is kind of not very ripe, and I will go like this. I will use my knife. I go like this. Look at that. Look at this.
Straight off?
Yeah, straight up. And then you have a beautiful piece like this. And then you can slice it, thin slice it, and then you put it right here. And then you can do it a little bit slower. Now look at that. Look at how I do it. You see that?
Yep.
See this? See?
Clink
See?
up.
Yeah, see? Ah, see? That's how you do it, okay? And then you cut it into smaller pieces. This, you can have semi-ripe one. Yeah, watch out, it's very hard, okay? In the meantime, I'm gonna add my element, okay? Now.
So what's your element, chef?
What is the most favorite seasoning in Chinese and Korean and Japanese restaurant? Soy sauce. I add some soy sauce. Smell the soy. This is like soy sauce. Beautiful, right? And I add a tiny bit of soy sauce to give the umami, okay? It balances the tanginess. That's the reason why this is the my China, Martin Yan's recipe, okay? I use 2 teaspoons. Now, you like hot spicy food because you have jalapeno.
Yep.
What is this? Smell.
Garlic and chili?
Chili garlic sauce. Whoa, you know. Smell. And this is also balanced because they have got fermented. So there's a lot of umami here, okay? I also use a tiny bit of this. And also enhance the spiciness, okay? Now, one more trick, okay? One more Martin Yan's touch. Smell this. I want both of you to smell this. Guess what it is? Guess what this is?
Plum sauce?
Plum sauce, right? So, you know why plum sauce? Because this gives that citrus as well as sweetness because it got brown sugar. So, we use plum sauce. So, this is the 3 seasonal element that I put it in to this particular dish is to give that balance the tanginess of the lime juice. But it's not too sweet. Okay? Oh, this is going to be so beautiful.
It's completely different from what I had.
Yeah.
Looks
And
so
then
different.
I want to show you here if some I'm going to spoon. I'm going to show you. I want you to taste it, okay? In fact, I want you to taste this. Taste this. I want you to taste it. This is beautiful. It's very good.
Wow.
It's very good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much flavor. It's so
it's
rich.
a little bit different than yours. So this is about cooking. Cooking, we're all artists as well as we're magicians. When you're a magician, you have all of these wonderful things, props here. How can you put together something totally exciting and totally unique and totally personal? This is what differentiates a cook and a master chef. Master chef, they use all the ingredients and they put it together, okay? So, I want you to taste this.
It tastes good. It's a little spicy.
It's supposed to be spicy.
Yeah, I know. It's good.
But you like it? You like it? Hey, you like it? Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, finally! I was a little bit nervous. But anyway, so this way, I add your original recipe. Is wonderful. I love it, Johnny. But what I did is I add, for seasoning, I add 3 elements. And then for seafood, I add 2 extra elements. So this way, the dish is totally different. It's elevate this particular dish to another level. So that means for the shrimp, you can charge them, oh, you know what, $19.95. This, $39.95. This is how you go to different restaurants to have Michelin star, 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star, because they give you the best ingredient, the freshest ingredient, right? So this is so beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Let us put it. Now, you plate it. You plate it the way you plate it, okay? You plate. Now we have all of these. We've got the shrimp. Normally, you can serve in a bowl.
Yeah.
But since it's already cooked, okay? So let us see how we can plate it here. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have some of these. Lime, okay? Lime, look at that. This is how you slice it, you cut it. Lime, lime. Always remember, okay? Lime. See this? So you want to make the dish looks nice. So you got to garnish it, okay? And then you put some wonderful ingredient. Some of these, so beautiful. You sprinkle some of these in the bottom, on the bottom, please. Put it on the bottom. And then we put, just sprinkle all over. So this dish looks a lot more interesting. Rather than serve in a bowl, we can actually serve like a salad on a plate. And then we'll give you a tongue, okay? Oh, this is so beautiful. This is how you do things that a little bit different, okay? Very good, very good.
A little more, chef.
Yep, you can do a little bit more because we don't want to waste anything, okay? Make sure we all wash our hand, okay? I washed my hands 1,600 times already. Now, we have all of these, and then garnish it the way you want, okay? So this way, it looks beautiful. Let us garnish it, let's put it in and garnish it the way you want.
Chef.
You okay?
Should we mix it up?
Yeah, let's mix it up. I put it over here, and then we will all mix it up, and then you use this to pick it up. This is how you do it, okay?
Sure.
And then this is the dressing. This is going to be beautiful. You know, food is about, in the restaurant, in school, it's about learning to be working with other people as teamwork. No great chef, no great hotel, no great restaurant become successful unless they have good teamwork, okay? So make sure you work together. And then you use this, and then I want both of you to get involved in the plating and see how you do it. Play. Yeah, so it's nice. 3 different seafood, which is basically cooked with the lime juice. Yeah. This is a little bit different than last time you do, right?
Yeah.
So this is, you can charge $2 more by doing this.
Yeah.
Okay? It is so beautiful. Yeah. 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 You don't want to have too much liquid because you want to use this dressing. This is so beautiful. No, wow, look at that. You got squid, you got, a tiny bit more maybe. Yeah, beautiful.
Do a favor, chef, and spread it around.
Oh, now.
Make it look equal.
Yeah, this is so beautiful. Now look at that. Now, everybody see, this is 3-dimensional, right? And then, now, you put the dressing right on top. And then I will see how you do it. And then the cucumber sprinkle around. So, and the avocado sprinkle around. This is how you're beautiful. Yeah, look at how beautiful that is. Okay? Oh, beautiful. Now, one of those days when you work in the restaurant, you can be careful, but you can be a little bit faster. So when you drive on the freeway, you don't want to drive 20 miles an hour. You want to drive 55 miles an hour because you're catering to 200 people, 2,000 people, big convention, right? So now, garnish with these two items, okay? Garnish. Use a tongue and garnish, put a tiny bit of cucumber because it's so beautiful. You put it around, so beautiful, right? Oh, and then this is amazing dish. And thank you, Giovanni, for sharing with me this. This particular dish I've never done before in my professional life. And I learned something very interesting, and I would love to incorporate some of these ideas in our restaurant, MY Asia. Okay? Look at that. This is so beautiful. Ah. And of course, have a tiny bit extra onion right on top would be give the nice color contrast. Okay? Later on, Giovanni, I wanted you to take a picture of this and compare to the one that you have before. Look at that. Okay? This is our dish that three of us put together. And we're going to ask Amber to come up here and taste, because you got to come and taste, because this is so good, okay? And I think I have to taste too. I'm going to get a few plates so everybody can taste.
What have you thought about the adjustments that he made?
They're interesting, but welcome.
This is going to be so good. Yeah. Now, I want everybody to taste, okay?
Okay.
This is for you.
Thank you.
Please serve our gracious host.
Our lucky host.
Our lucky host. We will do it like this. This is so beautiful. The good thing about this is seafood is actually very good. And when you eat seafood, you never have to worry about too much protein, because seafood has a lot of omega-3, particularly fish. Okay? And this, and then the dressing. This is going to be a...
Oh.
I hope, Giovanni, from now on when you serve your family, or both of you try. Both of you have to try. This should be okay. Oh, this is going to be so good.
A little bit spicy?
Enjoy.
Thank
a little
you.
bit spicy, but I got to taste too.
A lot of flavor.
Too. Yeah, okay, I'm seasoning. It's going to be so good.
Wow.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Wow means a lot of things. Wow, this is too bad. Wow, this is amazing. Wow, this is too good. I hope it's wow, so good.
Very positive wow.
Very positive wow. Yes, very good. So this is really a healthy, wonderful salad. And I hope, Giovanni, from now on, you share with your family. Chef Martin Yan add a tiny bit of twist to my family favorite. If they don't like it, they can call me up. Okay?
Take it up with
and
Chef
I will
Yan.
ask them why you don't like it. Okay? No, this
Giovanni,
is
what
this
stood
for you.
out to you?
Yeah, this is for you.
About the changes. What stood out to you about what's different?
Honestly, the use of plum sauce, I would have never thought of that, but it's such a good add. It adds so much dimension and flavor to the aguachile.
Did you immediately think of that, Chef Yan, when you tasted it?
I look at it, last time I tasted it, it's like, well, it's great. But I think I want to incorporate, this is what makes cooking so fun. Nowadays, in the old days, 5,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago, you cannot find a lot of ingredients. Now, you can find everything. It's a country of bounty, abundance. Why not take advantage of all of these ingredients available to us? 15, 20 years ago, a lot of these ingredients not available. Now it's available. And also, a lot of people around the world don't realize Las Vegas has one of the most exciting Chinatown on this planet. It's huge, it continues to grow. And you got not only Chinese food, but sushi, ramen, baked Peking duck, dim sum, everything you have. If you cannot find things in Las Vegas, it does not exist on earth, okay? So you come to Las Vegas, everything you can find.
Any favorite restaurants?
Favorite restaurant, everyone on the strip is my favorite.
Oh,
and
okay.
also everything in Chinatown, my favorite. You see, when I do that, I go in there because they heard what I said. You know what? I said, Chef Yan, welcome. Then when I said, check please, they never give me the check. Because I said, they're the best. You know, I always believe as a professional, you try your best, right? You don't worry about too much. You know that you already tried, you put forth your best effort. And if people still don't like it, you know what? You don't like it, you come into the kitchen, you cook it yourself. You know, that's the way to go. No, I'm just joking. The thing is, we're so fortunate today when this wonderful product development, culinary development kitchen, test kitchen are real. And hopefully we'll get a chance to come here to work together again to develop new dishes. Share with me your family favorite, share with me your family favorite. We just create. And then every time we do that, we invite Amber to come to taste. If she likes it, that means it's good. Okay?
This is our last segment with the students. Carmen, I just want to hear from you a little bit more. What has stood out to you about working with Chef Martin Yan?
Just doing things faster, kind of the way he cuts and prepares things is more how it would be in a professional kitchen. I like his additions. I was actually there when Giovanni made his dish first. So I think I like the additions of like the spice and the addition of the plum sauce.
And does the way he prepares, you think you can pick up your pace? Does it look easier the way he does it? Or, I mean, like something that you think you can do?
I hope to try and practice and get better at it.
Okay. What about you, Giovanni?
Yeah, looking at Chef Yan, it's made me learn so much and realize I have so much more space to grow. So looking at what he did to my recipe, it's baffling how much creativity goes on in his head. And like I would have never saw that, but this flavor is indescribable. Should come test it out in his kitchen soon.
Yes, and part of that is that curiosity you described.
You know why I was able to do this? I call up every single top chef on the strip, particularly all the chefs have property at Caesars Entertainment. I asked them for inspiration and suggestion. This is what I have.
All right, then we have viewer questions for you in our last segment coming up next. Right now, one last clip from the Great American Recipe.
This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. This is the opportunity to share my story.
To be here was a huge surprise. We want to fall in love with your recipes.
I am ready. I'm excited. I'm going to do it.
I'm so excited to be competing for one of my recipes to become a tradition for other people.
This is a dish that my dad taught me. It's the flavors of home. Welcome to the Great American Recipe.
All right, well, you are watching the Great Vegas Recipe live virtual cooking demonstration with Chef Martin Yan. You just put your own twist on aguachiles and the cactus salad. Some questions from our viewers now. The first one is, you have spent time in Chinatown. We just discussed this a little bit. What are your thoughts on the Chinatown of Las Vegas?
You know, 5-10 years ago, Chinatown in Las Vegas just established and growing on one section. Now you drive around Spring Mountain Road, on both sides, popping up new restaurant, new store, new gift shop, everything is popping up. It's not just Chinese food. Even though it's called Chinatown, a lot of Vietnamese restaurant, Thai restaurant, Japanese restaurant, Italian restaurant, all kind of restaurant. So I think the Chinatown in Las Vegas will continue to grow. It will be one of the most exciting Chinatown I'd love to do. I actually did a show called My Chinatown, and I did it all over the world. But the next project, the next series will be my Chinatown in Las Vegas.
And our next question is about the ingredients you use. Is there an ingredient you use now that you didn't use in the past?
It's true. When I was growing up, I never had the opportunity to touch a lot of ingredients like avocado. Never get a chance to taste it. And cheese, I never use it. And a lot of the things, I never able to touch seafood because we only have 2 pounds of meat, which is pork. So I'm so fortunate to come to this great country, and I would like to remind everybody, we live in the greatest country on earth. And this is a bounty, abundance. No matter what you do, you just follow your dream, just like the young chef. I always tell them, you follow your nose, you follow your dream, you will have a lifetime achievement award.
How old were you when you first tried cheese, for example, or an avocado?
About 19.
Wow.
Until I come to, I was in Hong Kong, I didn't try the cheese. But when I come to America, I went to college and I roomed with somebody from Wisconsin. Hey, they have a lot of cheese. So they brought me cheese, cheese for breakfast, cheese for lunch, cheese for dinner, and cheese for midnight snack. So I love cheese now.
Another viewer said, thank you for highlighting Cactus. Have you used it in any other dishes?
Not yet, but this is just the beginning. I'll put in soup. I'll put in my stir-fried dish. I'll put in my salad. I want to use a lot of these. And I hope we will incorporate this particular dish also at MY Asia's menu because it looks so beautiful. It is so healthy and no oil.
It tastes beautiful too.
Yeah, it looks so beautiful.
Oh,
and I'm going to put it over here so that everybody can see how beautiful this dish is. If you cannot see it, we don't want to miss this. It's so beautiful.
How quickly do you get those ideas of, I could use Cactus for this and I could use Cactus for that?
Well, when you're a professional, you see so many things and you work with so many master chefs. Everything is here. And it's just like an artist. It is instant. It comes out instantly. And it's just like, maybe the next time I'll do something different. I'll use different seasoning and do different things.
Any advice for young, aspiring chefs?
If you love what you do, don't give up. Polish your skill, particularly knife skill, then you can always get a good job. It doesn't matter where you travel around the world, particularly in Las Vegas. Look at how many hotels. We need a lot of young chefs. I need a lot of young chefs at MY Asia. So, Giovanni, Manny, everyone come and work for me. You cook, I wash dishes.
What do you eat when you are not cooking for other people?
I love to eat leftover. Anything I have in the fridge, I will cook. I will cook up something. I always cook for my wife because if I ask my wife to cook, it will take about 4 hours to have dinner because it took her about 3 hours to bone a chicken. And it took me 18 seconds. So I normally cook for her. Besides, she always say, honey, do this, honey, do that. So I wash dishes, I shop, I cook. I take the garbage out because she always say, honey, do this, honey, do that. I listen to her.
Gotta give her some love too. You've been telling her we're moving to Las Vegas.
No, she's serious. She's serious. It's just that I see whether I can afford to live right next to Celine Dion.
How did you get started in cooking is another question from our viewers.
When I was young, before I was born, my father had a restaurant in Guangzhou, China. My mother had a grocery store. When I was a little kid, I hang around the restaurant. I hang around the grocery store. I know what soy sauce is. There are actually different types of soy sauce. Come.
Ah.
Yeah, come over here. They're light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, mushroom soy sauce, spicy soy sauce. A lot of people don't realize. Soy sauce is a different thing. And chili sauce, have a lot of chili sauce. The chili garlic sauce, olive garlic soy sauce, anchovy garlic sauce, soy sauce, a lot of different sauce. So the more you understand the ingredient, the more a better chef you become. Now, I guarantee you will become successful. You're already a giant. Sooner or later, this is the giant of industry. Look at it. This guy is a giant.
We're looking at the future right here.
The future masters.
And the last question is, what is the favorite dish you have ever made?
You know what, as a cooking teacher, as a television show host, when I travel to Korea, I eat only Korean food. When I travel to Italy, I'll be doing a culinary tour. with some professional chef and friends. And then the title of the trip is Pass the Mean. Mean is Chinese, right? So everywhere we go, I will be bringing all my seasoning, okay? And then both of us will go out to shop in the local market and use all the local produce, local pasta, and he will go traditional Chinese, Italian food. I'll do a Martin Yan's version of Italian food.
Wonderful. Well, Carmen, Giovanni, Manny, who was on earlier, Zashana, you can watch all of them cooking for Chef Martin Yan on vegaspbs.com, vegaspbs.org/greatvegasrecipe. The entire digital series is going to be available this Friday. And then the National Cooking Competition is also debuting this Friday, 9 p.m., The Great American Recipe. On behalf of Vegas PBS, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you, Chef Martin Yan.
Manny, let's come closer.
There we go. Let's get on in here.
You got to be close to us, because the more you're close to food, the more you love food. And I hope all of you become very successful. Follow your passion, love what you do, and do not give up. And you will be, as I said, Yan can, so can you.
Thank you to our CCS students, and
thank you guys
Chef
for
Martin
having
Yan.
us.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. All right.